Hi everyone, welcome to Kita Aleph, welcome to first grade. So we wish we could be getting together in person and doing everything like normal, but being that things are the way they are, hopefully it's just temporary, we just wanted to give you a glimpse into what's going on in Kita Aleph in first grade. So I'm going to give you a little tour around our classroom, and then I will also give you a little bit of a glimpse into what we do each day. Right now you are in our reading circle area, and we have over here our Hebrew bulletin board with special things having to do with the month of Elul. I'm going to be sending some mitzvah notes home. Usually we don't have mitzvah notes in first grade, but to start off the year, since we're talking about doing extra great good deeds in order to do teshuvah, in order to do repentance, and we have this special scale with all our mitzvos getting heavy, we're going to be sending those home so that we could do them just for this time while we're getting ready for Rosh Hashanah. Some of the kids have already finished decorating their special siddur, since it's also special to do extra davening during this time. Now I'm going to take you with me across the room and show you some of what we have on our board here. We have the Parshios HaShavua, the different Torah portions that we read. We're going to be learning some Hebrew grammar. That's something that we have over there. And over here we have the different months of the year. Keep on going to the front part of the classroom. And here is our calendar. And we talk about the days of the week in Hebrew. And here are everyone's Hebrew names in both print, script, and their Hebrew birthdays. We are going to talk about when we get to that too. Now, here is the front of the classroom. Here's our board. I could show everyone also each of your children's desks. We have here Ayela's, behind her is Ellie's, behind her is Adina. Over here, we've got Alessa's desk, and then we've got Lillian's desk, and Batsheva's desk, and Jackson's desk. So every day when I come in right after lunch. We give the kids a few minutes just to clean up. We go wash up, go to the bathroom, and then we start our day. We have a schedule for our day, and each of the kids help me out with figuring out what is what. We have here Birkas Hamazon, which is benching. And that is the first thing that we do, is that we begin with benching. As we continue to learn more reading, we are going to add to the benching and be saying more. That is going to be part of our reading curriculum. But as of now, we're doing what they were doing in kindergarten. After we bench, we then go to our luach. Our luach really actually just means board or bulletin board, or can mean calendar. So in this case, we do our calendar. Here we have our calendar. Everyone gets a chance. We talk about the month. Everyone gets a chance to fill in the date that we are up to. We try very hard to talk in Hebrew when we do this part. And we have yesterday, today, tomorrow. So this way we're also reviewing the days of the week in Hebrew. So we do a lot of that, which will help them, just with regular modern Hebrew as well. Then we go through the months of the year. When we sing our months of the year, we have a fun thing that we get to clap for the month Elul, which we're in, and we stand up for our birthday month. So this way we're reviewing all of that as well. After we do that, we sing the Parshios HaShavua, the different Torah portions. As of now, I've been the one pointing as we sing, but it's going to be the children's job soon. So this way it just gives them help with recognizing when you're saying a word really quickly, even if it's a difficult word, it gives them a clue as to how to, because we point as we do each word, so it gives them a clue as to how to figure that out, problem solve, figure out how to find a word quickly, even if you're not reading it as fast as you're singing it. So we're starting that next week. The next part of our day after we do our luach is tefillah. That is davening. So when we daven, we're doing right now the same davening that they were doing with Mori Yedida. But as I said, once we finish reviewing all of the nekudos, all of the vowels, we will move on to reading more. And the way that we'll be reading is we'll be building on our benching and our davening. And so at the same time, we're learning to read more difficult words for a purpose. And they will get to know more parts of the davening, and we'll add them as we learn them. In the middle of the year, we get our first sitter, which is super, super duper exciting for the children, but we wait until we're at a point that we're really reading very, very well. The kids really came in reading very nicely this year. And again, we do a review as long as it takes till I feel like they've really mastered those nukudos so that we could build and do bigger words. So please, if you guys could keep on working on that with them, that is awesome for our homework. That's the next thing that we do. We have Kriya and Kasiva. Kriya is reading and Kasiva is writing. What we do basically is that the children are going to be given an assignment for writing. Today we were actually reviewing our Vav, discussing it. We don't want it to be curvy or too small or too long because those are other letters. And we moved on also to our Nun Sofis. So they work in a special writing workbook, which I'm just gonna get to show you. The one that stays in school usually is this workbook that they were working on today. And there's gonna be another workbook that unfortunately the printers every year forget that we start school earlier than the northern schools. So that's why you've been seeing those sheets that I've been photocopying. Those come from the other workbook that eventually we'll have as a workbook that will be coming home. And they'll be complementing the work that we did in school. So today we were working on a Nun Sofis. They'll be getting a Nun Sofis homework sheet each day. So each day, it basically just works that we review it in school, then we review it at home. Usually when they're done with their writing work, while they're writing, I usually pull one kid at a time to begin reading. The reading homework that you guys get, that you're reviewing at home, is the same reading work that we did in school. I do it individually, one-on-one with each of the children. Depending on time, if we see that we're running out of time, I may not do the entire page, I may just skip around. Once in a while we read all together, but usually one-on-one with each child. And so if you could review it at home again, it's just reinforcing everything that we're doing so that we can really, really master everything. Because that's really what's so important about first grade, is that we're mastering all of the basics so that we can move on as they get older and really build on this fundamental knowledge that they're getting in first grade. After we do reading and writing, usually they finish at different paces depending on each child. So we always have fun work that they're working on, that we have sitting around, whether it's going to be coloring in their Parsha binders, which I'm going to show you right now. These will be going home this week. They have sheets for each Parsha that we go in, and every Friday we send it home, and there are Parsha questions at the end, and we ask for you to go over them and then sign on the right line. There'll be a dot by the right line that we're up to each week so that you know exactly where to sign. Since we're getting closer to Rosh Hashanah, we'll usually have some Rosh Hashanah coloring or projects that they could be working on. Today, actually, some of them had been working on those Sidurim that I showed you on our back bulletin board. And the rest of them were also working on these, which are going to be the cover for our Yahadus binder. Yahadus is the subject in which we learn about the different months of the year and all the special things that go with it. I'm going to be sending home a newsletter this week that goes through all of this also, but I just wanted you to see it with your eyes because it's just seeing makes it so much more real for all of you. And I'm looking forward to meeting you all when life changes, but just know that we love, love, love having your children, and we are learning so, so much, and we can't wait to keep on learning. I'm always available if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.